if you are following my discussion before Simon Ekpa was arrested, if you are following my discussion over the social media before Simon Ekpa was arrested, you understand that I've been raising this alarm over time about the activities of Simon Ekpa. And I have some people who are not well informed, refuse to understand his activities and what actually he's set out to achieve. Because ab initio, he was not in any form of agitation. He was there committing all forms of criminality, blackmailing people. At some point, I took him to court in Abuja here. So as a matter of fact, the matter is still ongoing today. So, and people were being kind of informed to understand what he's doing. Because if you take into cognizance or probably consideration as to what transpired at the point in time, his patience, how he's inciting people to commit all forms of atrocities, you will know that he's clearly out of the struggle. Because if I can ask you, this is a historic question. Someone that says is agitating for the salvation, for the liberation of people, how can you tell me that we've been encouraging killings of some people who are actually agitating for their liberation and encouraging violence against them, abduction, kidnapping, for ransom, and all sorts of things? So I've written so many things about that. Even I can recollect the last piece I wrote was about when I urged Southeast governors to take a firm position about this situation. But State government, I said, no, it's time for you to develop a mechanism towards addressing this ravaging insecurity in the state. Because can no longer continue to further answer and allow it to stand. One day we'll not see someone who want to govern again. So, and I commend Soludo for inaugurating Agno Chamber Security Outfit, because they are doing marvelously well in Anambra State. I commend him. So, and also encourage other state governors to take a cue from him. But other governors, like the Anambra State governor and the Enugu, they are doing extremely well in their own strategy. So they adopted towards fighting insecurity. They are doing extremely well. So I must also commend them. So we are aware. I'm not surprised that he will end up in the manner in which he ended up, because I know that it's a function of time. It's a function of time that the long arm of the law will catch up with him. And I thank God that he's today behind the bars and giving account of stewardship. Of course, we know that some of this, we are not unaware of the fact that some of this money that are making through these illicit activities then are being transported to him, and some is being sent to people to encourage them. So when I saw the publication by the federal government, I wasn't surprised at all, because they know it must be a product of painstaking investigation and stock taking on his activities and those and his allies. So I commend also the federal government for such a diligent job. And I believe that the Finland authority will possibly, because I understand from every indication they are still assembling facts and evidence for his possible prosecution. No, prosecution has not started. So, and they must someday give account of stewardship before it occurs over there. Because we lost so many people in the course of his activities. People were killed, people were abducted. In fact, if you're following up what's happening in social media, revelations which have started emerging of late, you will not be unsettled, as a matter of fact, by those mind-boggling revelations. So people are killed, kidnapped, buried. Some people even translated on their human parts, from what I heard. So it's horrible and heinous. They completely desecrated our land, which you need by spiritual grace of God for our land to be healed. But I thank God, of course, you can see that there is relative peace. It's arresting over there in Finland. We are enjoying relative peace in the land, across the southeast. As a matter of fact, it wasn't as serious and as pronounced as it used to be before. So, and I'm praying the state executives across the southeast to sustain the temple. That's my prayers to them, and also sustain the temple and restore total peace in the land.
What do you think can be done to be able to get the people of the southeast to come out of this fear that they've had in the past?
The problem. Let me explain this to you. The problem we encounter with Simon Ekpa's activities is as serious as what you can never imagine. Because at the point in time, he started with addressing himself as Nnamdi Kanu's spokesperson, a disciple, first of all, from there to spokesperson of IPOB, which he never was. So now, at the end of the day, he formed the Afghan government in exile. So throughout this period of time, the security deliberately we are attributing his activities to IPOB. When they are fully aware that it wasn't part of IPOB, it was not working for them, it's not part of them, it was deliberately done to demonize IPOB as an organization. Now, it now follows that anybody who is arrested, probably either mistakenly or by information, or who has any form of affiliation with IPOB, cannot be released. As a matter of fact, they cannot even track where he's been detained, place of detention. So we have so many people that were arrested during that process. Both those who knows nothing about what he was doing, and those who merely come out to pretend themselves as IPOB, genuinely as IPOB members. And these guys should be arrested because his activities have been attributed to IPOB. That was the problem. So I can assure you today, from record available to us, that we have our thousands of people in detention across board. And the worst part is that you will not go anywhere, you will not go to any of the detention facilities to see them. As soon as someone is being detained, in Sanso place, probably in CCID, in Mr. A CCID, or DSS office at Mr. C. Sit with that area C. You go there, they will tell you, I don't know about this thing. Don't know about what happened, don't even know, have any information about the person you're talking about. This is a problem. So it enforce disappearance of people with a gross violation of human rights. People are not allowed access to their lawyers, are not allowed access to relatives. People whereabouts, who we are detained, arrested at this point in time, or whereabouts, I don't know. Some are being today detained at Waju Barracks in Niger State today. Many of them are there. So this is a problem we found ourselves into across the Southeast. The security agents are there violating the right, arresting them arbitrarily. Then those who are lucky to be detained and arrested, some are being killed. Then Simon Appa is on the one side, killing our people, abducting them for kidnapping them for ransom in broad daylight at the same time. So this is a situation we face at the point in time. So I also use this opportunity to appeal to federal government and security agents to profile these people and promptly release them unconditionally. You know those, I have already, then at the point in question, during those evil days of Simon, in so many occasions, written opinion, and I said, you people should identify your targets. Then when you identify your targets, you should know where they are and go after them and allow innocent people season to be. You shouldn't, in the course of looking for a criminal who are terrorizing the country, terrorizing the state, terrorizing the civilians, you go about arresting innocent people who have no connection with them, who doesn't know what they're doing. Mothers and fathers have been arrested, children have been arrested, have been arrested at the point in time. So I'm praying for the government to immediately and unconditionally profile those arrested, those who are still in their detention, and release them, release the innocent ones among them, provide them. They have information among they know those who are working with them. Of course, a few days ago they came up with this information study. Those they classify as financial. How they go this information? That will aid them to know those who are working with them, and allow the innocent people who have contributed nothing, who are not involved in any form of crime, or who are not associated with Simon in any form, to go scot-free, to go back to their homes.
Very well said. Very well said. Now, you have handled, as a civil lawyer, you have handled some of this type of issue matters that have been in court. Will you tell us a few about some of this issue that you've actually handled? How far they go in court?
Well, the point is that we have been in this case, we've been in IPOP case since 2015, almost these 10 years we have been in the case of IPOP. So, and we've done a lot for them, and we are succeeding because I have almost virtually constantly maintained that right to self-determination is a constitutional guaranteed right. And it's a right that is sacrosanct and that cannot be taken away from anybody under any circumstance. And in the course of exercising this right, it must be done within the ambit of law. That has been my admonition to IPOB, and they've been doing that. Because when it is done within the ambit of law, by not being involved in a form of violence, criminality of any kind, it makes our work so easy. We have, in the course of this handling their case, released them in their thousands. As a matter of fact, one of the cases coming up in the next coming days, coming up in these few days in Ebonyi State. That's one is a very pathetic case. It has a terrible history. These are civilians, both Biafrans, they are not involved in any form of crime. They were arrested sometime in 2020, late 2020 in Ebonyi. There were about 6 of them. They were arrested in Ebonyi. And I would like you to let the world understand this. And we are charged in 2021 before a high court in Ebonyi State for committing offense of murder. I entered their defense, then the prosecution filed 3 witnesses and closed this case. At the end of prosecution's case, we filed a no case submission because we are satisfied that the prosecution were unable to substantiate the bogus allegations against these innocent civilians. And the court found for us and discharged them, consequently acquitted them. During the pendency of this charge, the state also filed a 6-count charge against them, pending before the court.